In this lesson, lesson 4.2, our essential question is, repeat after me, how can you make an addend a 10 to help solve an addition problem? So what we're going to do is kind of a connection to the last lesson that we did. We're going to make one of our addends an even 10 number to help solve the addition problem. If you remember, our tens numbers, our even tens numbers are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So think about this question as we do our lesson, and again at the end of our lesson, and see if you can tell how you can make an addend a 10 to help solve an addition problem. If you could, open up your book to page 243. Go ahead and pause the video to do that. All right, on this lesson, we are going to be drawing quick pictures to show the problems that I give you. So I'm going to read a story out loud, and as I read the story, I want you to visualize what is going on in that story. So the first story is, Kara has 47 stickers. She buys 20 more stickers. How many stickers does she have now? So if we look at this problem, I'm going to talk about what happened at the beginning of the story. At the beginning of the story, Kara bought 47 stickers. And then in the middle of the story, she bought 20 more stickers. And at the end, we are trying to find out how many stickers Kara has now. So we're going to draw quick pictures to show this problem. So if you could pause the video and go ahead and show a model of quick pictures for the number 47 and for the number 20. And go ahead and pause the video and do that. All right, so what you should have done is drawn the number 47. It has 4 tens. So I'm going to draw 4 tens and 7 ones. Remember, when we draw the 7 ones, we want to draw them in groups of 5. So there's 5, 6, 7, so that we can see how many more ones we need to make another 10. And then we also need to draw the number 20. So I'm going to draw 20 right here. All right, so when we look at this problem, look at the number of tens and the number of ones in both problems. In yesterday's lesson, we looked to see how many ones we could take from this number in order to make a 10. But if you'll notice, there aren't any ones in this number. Instead, we just have tens. So how can you use this picture to find the answer? Pause the video and think about ways that you can use this picture to solve for the answer. All right, so one of the ways that you could think about is you see that there are 4 tens in 47 and that there are 2 tens in 20. So altogether, 4 tens and 2 tens would equal 6 tens. So if we have 6 tens, we know that 6 tens equals 60. And then if you look at the ones, number 47 has 7 ones. So you know, and there are no ones in the number 20, so that you know that 60 from our 6 tens plus 7 ones is going to equal 67. All right, what's another way you might solve this problem? Go ahead and pause the video and think of another strategy that you could use to solve the same problem. All right, another way that I thought of is you could count by tens starting with 47. And we did this earlier in the year. We know if we have 47 that we can count on, and we know there's 2 tens in 20. So if we just change the tens place 2 times, we know that 10 more would be 57, and 10 more would be 67. So altogether, 47 plus 20, which is 2 more tens, is going to equal 67. So we know that Kara has 67 stickers. So those are just 2 strategies that you can use to solve the problem 47 plus 20. All right, I'm going to read to you another story, and I want you to listen to the beginning, middle, and end of this story and think about how you might go about solving. Because remember, there's always multiple strategies that you can use to find the answer to a problem. So close your eyes and visualize. Tyrone has 30 stickers and buys 52 more stickers. How many stickers does he have now? So open your eyes. We know at the beginning of this story that Tyrone has, he has 30 stickers, and then he buys 52 more stickers. We want to find how many he has now. So we know we are going to add. No stickers were taken away. He just bought some more, so we're going to add. So I'd like you to think of all the ways that you could solve this problem. Pause the video and show all the ways in your box. All right, so if you use the strategy that we used at the beginning with just our quick pictures, then we know if we draw 30 that we're going to draw 3 tens, and there are no ones. If we draw 52, we know that we're going to draw 5 tens and 2 ones. So again, this is not like yesterday's lesson where we can move ones to make enough tens to make a 10. All we have to do now is to count up and see how many tens we have all together. So if we look at our tens, we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. And we know the value of 8 tens is 80. All right, and then if we look at our ones, my pen is starting to run out of ink. If we look at our ones, we know that there are no ones here, and we have 2 ones right here. So we're going to add 80 plus 2. So go ahead, make sure that you have that in your book. All right, sorry about that. I don't know if this pen's going to work or not. There we go. All right, so we know that if we add 80 plus 2, then that is going to equal 82. So Tyrone now has 82 stickers. So look at your other strategies that you used. Again, we can, since 30 is an even tens number, we can count on by tens. We would start with 52. And we know if we count on 30 more that it has 3 tens. So we're going to jump 3 times. So if I make 10 more, that would be 62. 10 more, which would be 20, would make 72. And 10 more, which would be 30, would make 82. So I'm adding my 30 right here, 10, 20, 30. So altogether, Tyrone has 82 stickers. You might have some other strategies that you have used. You all always teach me new strategies, and that's what I love about math. And what I would like you to do now is get your YouTube journal out and make sure you label it lesson 4.2. And I'm going to give you a problem similar to the ones that we did here, and I want you to show me all the strategies, all the ideas that you have in those math minds to show me how to solve this problem. So I'm going to read the story to you, and I've already labeled the beginning, middle, and end. And this story says, Lee has 36 stickers. He buys 30 more stickers. How many stickers does he have now? So what I'd like you to do, again, in your YouTube journal is pause the video right here so that you can see the story. And I want you to show all of the strategies that you can to solve. Remember, just writing an answer, just mentally doing it, and then writing an answer is not explaining your thinking. You need to show exactly what's going on in your mind and showing me those strategies that you're using. So pause the video and write as many strategies as you can. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to turn the page to page 244. And on this page, there are some problems. There are two-digit numbers that we're going to be adding, and we're going to use the strategy that we just used to help us in solving, except for this time, The two numbers we have, neither of them are those even tens numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one of those numbers one of these even 10 numbers. So if you look, we have 25 plus 48. So there's a quick picture, actually a model of base 10 blocks for 25, 2 10s and 5 1s, 4 10s and 8 1s. And what we're going to do is we're going to take we're going to take ones from one of these add-ins to make the other add-in the next tens number. So a good strategy to use would be to make the number that is closest to the next 10. 25, we know we're kind of 5 away from 30. But 48, we know we're only 2 away from 50. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of the ones from the 25 and move them over here. So show that, please, in your book. To make these 8 ones, if we move 2 ones over, that's going to make that another 10 for this number. So if you look, we now don't have 25 because we took 2 of those ones. We now have 2 10s and 3 1s. So our new number is 23 over here since we took 2 of the ones. And our new number over here, we had the 4 10s, but since we moved the 2 1s over, this is another 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. So now, when we look at the problem, all we did was move. We didn't take any away. So it was an even trade. And it's easier for us to add 23 plus 50, which is an even tens number, instead of 25 plus 48. So if we look, I don't know what strategies that you use, so you can draw those strategies, show any of your thinking, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my number of tens, and I know that all together I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and remember this is a 10, so 7 tens, or if you look at the tens here, 2 and 5, there are 7 tens. And then the ones, remember these aren't ones, that's a 10. The ones that we have left are 3 1s, and this one has 0 1s. So 23 plus 50 equals 73. So also 25 plus 48 also equals 73. All right, so let's do another one of these problems together. It looks like they scaffolded a little bit for you. If we look at 37 plus 25, neither one of those is an even tens number. So we're going to look which one is closest to the next 10, 37 or 25. Well, 37 is closer to 40 than 25 is to 30. So we're going to look at 37, and we want to see how many ones from the 25 we need to move. They have the model of the base 10 blocks. So there's 37 plus 25. And if you look, if we move 3 1s over here, then this will be another 10. So we're going to take the 3 1s from the 25. And so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. We now have 40 over here. And we are adding 40 to now not 25, but 22. So it's easier to add 40 plus 22 than it is to add 37 plus 25, but it's still all the same value. So again, if we look, we have 4 10s plus 2 10s, or you can look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 10s plus 2 10s. So we know that that is 6 10s. And if we look at the ones we have left, these are no longer ones, they're a 10. We have 2 1s. So 40 plus 22 equals 62. And so does 37 plus 25. It also equals 62. All right, so what I want you to do is go ahead and decide which of these numbers you're going to make an even tens number and move your ones where you need to. And write the new tens number you have plus the other number. And then when you're ready, go to the next page. And then when you're ready for that, you can go do the problem solving. All right, when you're done with all of that, leave your workbook out. You can take it back to your seat or leave it at your computer, and I will come around to check your quick check problems and talk to you about your YouTube journal entries.